Hi, this is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. I normally say hello there, so hello there. I'm making this card, and I thought, you know what, I should probably do a quick tip video on this real quick. Well, hence quick tip. Because I was thinking of something as I was making it. I am working with, I don't know where my stamp set is because it really looks like a bomb went off my craft studio right now, to where it's freaking me out even, and I'm used to it. I'm working with paper tray ink on the wagon, and I want to show you something. I gotta find it, but it's really small. Here are the sentiments in the set. Here's that missing you. So we have the Surfer and Sun plus Summer Fun. That's the one I'm using. You know, they're not true to size, of course. But something really little like this missing you stamp that's not lined up right now with missing you, but I'm going to turn this over and hopefully give you an idea as to, that's kind of small. Now when you're using a MISTI, a lot of people just wishing you, this is a really good one. So remember what that looks like and what Summer Fun looks like. And Mary, a lot of people, they will just go down, okay, pretend this is a MISTI, and go like that. Or with their hands and all of this and everything else. You're not getting even pressure on your MISTI when you're doing that, and when you're cramming down, you know, throwing all of your weight on these little teeny tiny word sentiments here, guess what they're gonna do? You're gonna get a bad impression. It's going to blur up your letters. That's what it's going to do. And what do we put on last, or the last? The sentiment. If it's going right on your card, you know you're always taking a risk, but you also know you can always fudge it and cover it up too. But what I have been doing, I started doing this like years ago. Only because I have rheumatoid arthritis and a really horrible right wrist. And I didn't want to start going like that or like that because I knew it would start to fatigue out my wrist. They're both horrible. But if I overwork this one, then all I have is this one, the left one to use, and then I fatigue them both out, and I'm kind of useless after that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, give you an idea, move around. So this is what we're looking like so far, okay? And my ink pad is dry, so I'm gonna have to ink this up a few times. This is color number 13 on this card, just for the record. On the front, so I have some paper tray ink, true black here, in the 1-inch cube. So I'm going to end up, you know, re-inking this a few times because I like, you know, my sentiment's very crisp, and you know that. So what I like to do is, this is a speedball. It's a brayer. There's a couple different types of brayers. Sorry, I had to like stretch over my island. This is another speedball. And it's quite large, as you can see, compared to the other one. I need to clean this. And it's just soap and water, but there's nothing on it that's going to trash your card. So you have two choices as far as brayers go. And there's other stuff that you can use too, but I just had these. With something this small, with the larger images like this down here, you know, yeah, I'll go ahead and get this larger brayer right here because I need to cover a larger surface. But a little sentiment like this, I'm going to get the baby one and then just roll it over, and I'm getting even pressure when I do this, and so therefore that means I'm going to have a nicely stamped good impression sentiment rather than something like you seeing that little image, a little ampersand in summer fun. It's not going to be all just smeary. And I think you know what I'm trying to say when I'm talking about, because we've all had it happen. And we've all shed tears over it too. So this is just the second impression I have with an empty or a pretty dry ink pad. I am going to go with it and get this out of the way. And here we go. I'm not done. And it'll be on Instagram before on my blog, since I'm neglecting that now too. I hope to catch up this week. I need to put some coconuts in there and put it on a card base and whatnot, but it's just a really super fun card, and I love the color I used here. That's Aqua Mist by Paper Tray. It just reminds me of a kid seeing these. Believe it or not, this isn't actually an old, for you, young moms out there who are still in your minivan bondage phase. They'll last about 15 to 17 years like mine. This image right here is actually a Chrysler Town and Country, and they really changed a lot from this day. So I thought that this was just a really fun card. It's 106 in my world right now, and I already have Christmas burnout. So I do hope that this gave you some ideas, or an ideas as far as how to get really good impressions, ones that are even, because that's important, and not splotchy unless the stamp is automatically that way or calls for it. So we have these two brayers here. You got the real big one and the baby one, and to put them together, that's pretty significant. I think this one is half the size. Yeah, this is half. I haven't seen this one in stores lately. I haven't looked, honestly, but go for it. I have not had one blunder using a brayer when I'm using my MISTI to get any kind of impression down evenly. Not a single mistake. It's foul proof, and I love it. So thank you so much for stopping by to visit me again today. One of these days I'll have like a real card up for you that we can make together. God bless, have a great day, and I will see you again the next time around. Bye.